Hillary Clinton accuses Trump of covering up Epstein files. The names of Hillary Clinton and her husband Bill Clinton were mentioned several times in Jeffrey Epstein's documents. The former US president acknowledged that he traveled on Epstein's plane in the early 2000s, stating that the trips were related to humanitarian activities connected to the Clinton Foundation. However, he denied ever visiting the billionaire's private island.
We have a very clear record that we've been willing to talk about, which my husband has said. He took some rides on the airplane for his charitable work. I don't recall ever meeting him.
Did you ever meet Ghislaine Maxwell?
I did on a few occasions, and thousands of people go to the Clinton Globe.
Former U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has attacked President Donald Trump, accusing him of attempting to cover up files related to billionaire financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Hillary called for the full release of the files to the public, arguing that Republicans are using the documents to protect Trump while targeting their political opponents.
It, to me, is not something that is really at the heart of what this matter is about. They are accused, and in both cases were convicted of horrific crimes against girls and women. That should be the focus. And we are more than happy to say what we know, which is very limited and totally unrelated to their behavior or their crimes. And we want to do it in public, because let's make this transparent.
In an interview with the BBC in Berlin, the former secretary said the Trump administration is deliberately withholding information linked to Epstein. Release the files. They're stalling on them, she said, criticizing what she described as a lack of transparency. The U.S. Department of Justice recently released more than 3 million documents, photos, and videos related to the investigation. While the department insists it has no additional files to disclose, some lawmakers question that claim, asking why certain memos, notes, and internal emails related to Epstein and his associates have not been made public.
I have nothing to hide. I've been exonerated. I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. They went in hoping that they'd find it and found just the opposite. I've been totally exonerated. In fact, Jeffrey Epstein was fighting that I don't get elected with some author, a sleazebag, by the way. And I've been totally exonerated. No, they're getting pulled in. And that's their problem. I don't know, they're going to have to see what happens. But I watched her in Munich, and she seriously has Trump derangement syndrome.
Hillary Clinton and her husband, former President Bill Clinton, are scheduled to testify behind closed doors before the House Oversight Committee, which is investigating Epstein's ties to elite figures and how authorities handled information about his crimes. The American politician and her husband were mentioned multiple times in Epstein's records. Bill Clinton admitted flying on Epstein's plane in the early 2000s for humanitarian work connected to the Clinton Foundation, but denied ever visiting the billionaire's private island.